Hello friends, welcome to the last rematch against the Hoenn Elite Four. We will be facing Drake, the strongest member of the Elite Four, and master of dragon types. I have Clever, our Pidgeot, up in the lead spot, since it's been a little bit since we used her, and it will be a nice neutral matchup to start things off. See what he has in store for us. Oh, I've been waiting for you. My Pokemon and I are going to show you everything we've got. Well then, you had better get ready to try and stop me. And actually, I saw him again off screen on the SS Tidal or whatever it's called, the ship. He was on the bow there, enjoying its maiden cruise. And maybe catching some more Pokemon, or at least training them up. You can fight some trainers on the Tidal to get more experience, but not him. Not until this rematch. Alright, so Flying type versus Flying type. Let's go ahead and use Hurricane. Tried and true. But first, of course, we Mega Evolve, and I don't think his Altaria is going to Mega Evolve. Pretty sure his Salamence is his Mega Evolution. Although I do love Mega Altaria. As I'm sure I've mentioned, I trained one in Alpha Sapphire. Cotton Guard, okay, interesting choice. That will increase its defenses drastically. I wonder if it's worthwhile to use Mirror Move here. Our defenses are not that great anyway, and we could be hit by a special attacker. But Altaria is not that scary as an attacker, not unless it Mega Evolves. Let's do it. Oh, I guess you can only use it if it hits. That's annoying. Alright, well, that was a mistake on my part. Although, you know, it honestly might not have been, because I just don't know enough about how Mirror Move works. We can use it this turn to use Dragon Balls, which is super effective, but honestly, Hurricane would have knocked it out anyway. It is cool, though, to see a Mega Pidgeot use Dragon Pulse. How often do you see that? But I don't know, like, can I use Mirror Move now to still do Dragon Pulse? Like, he has this Dragaggle here. Should I go for it? Or is it gonna, what's it gonna attack me with? I feel like I probably should, but honestly, it's okay. So if I use Dragon Pulse, that's 90 base power times 2. I think it's 90, right? Or is it 80? I can't remember, but let's say it's 90. Or might be 85. They changed it at one point, which really confused me. So let's say it's 180 if it's super effective. Hurricane is 120. Or is it 110? It's 110. But it's almost as powerful. Let's just play it safe and use Hurricane, because it also has the 30% confusion chance as well. Whereas Dragon Pulse has no secondary effect. So it was not a knockout, so maybe it would have been good to use Mirror Move, but... and it is not Water type. I keep thinking Dragaggle is Water type for some reason. I guess it lives in the water. So no reason to use Thunderbolt in return. That would be not very effective. So Hurricane it is. And to nobody's great surprise, he's used a full Restore, which only delays the inevitable. I like the animations for Mega Pidgeot too, where it looks like it's like floating on a thermal. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. Way up in the sky. Okay, down goes Dragaggle. So we have 6 Pokemon left to his 4. Even though Clever is taking some serious damage here. And I don't think we're going to survive whatever Kingdra's going to do, unless it tries like Rain Dance. So let's be a little bit risky here and go for Hyper Beam. It can't miss, and it is more damage, because it has 150 base power as opposed to 110. So a good bit more damage and a knockout. Nice. Now, unlike Generation 1, you do have to rest even when you kill a person, or knock out a Pokemon, rather, I should say, with Hyper Beam. So we do have to recharge, and there comes a Boom Burst. A very powerful normal type attack with 140 base power. So, alright, who should we send out here? We have a lot of good choices. I don't know, is there anyone... I'm going to be a little bit strategic here. And see, is there anybody who's like about to level up? Simon could maybe level up, Jest could level up, and Thrasher could all level up very soon. Let's bring in Jest. I'm trying to think who's going to be best against the champion. And Simon, unfortunately, probably is not it, since Fairy is weak to Steel types. So let's bring in Jest, and we'll use Ice Beam after this Screech to lower our defenses. And that should do a lot of damage. Down goes Flygon. Times 4 super effective, since Flygon is Ground and Dragon. And I also plan to use a Flygon in a future Boss Battles Only video, or series. Again, probably in Platinum. Haxorus. Okay, so I forgot he only has... I forgot that he has 2 more left, not 1. I don't want it to Dragon Dance, because that could be... I mean, that could be bad, but I could also just bring in Simon. I'm worried about that defense drop. As much as I would love to give XP to Thrasher, let's bring in Simon here. Because I think even after a Dragon Dance, we're immune to Dragon attacks, so what is he really going to do against us? I don't think he can one-shot us. Unless he has, like, Fisher, but that's a big risk. Dragon Claw, okay, so that was a good switch. Didn't want to overthink it there. And now we lose that defense drop that was on Jest, our Lapras. Because I was really worried about trying to tank, like, an Outrage or something with that defense drop. And Haxorus is faster than Lapras. Also, Haxorus is a very cool dragon type that I'm training for the very first time, again, in my Pokemon Black 2 Let's Play. So, little plug for that. And sweet, some more level 71s. That's awesome. And of course, his best Pokemon, Salamence. With an Intimidate, doesn't really matter here. I could go for Yawn to put it to sleep, but let's go right for Hyper Voice for some damage. So, 2 questions here. One is, can Mega Salamence knock us out in 1 hit? I think if it had, like, Thrash, which is a really good move to teach it, because it gets improved by its ability, Aerialate, which is kind of like our ability Pixelate, but for flying types. But with only Zen Headbutt, yeah, that wasn't enough. And my second question was going to be, can it get one shot with a pixelated Hyper Voice? And the answer is yes, it can, and it did. Spectacular. I got a glimpse inside your heart. There's nothing for me to say to you. Go forth, trainer. Go on to your next challenge with your head held high. Thank you, Drake. I shall. So with that, I believe our whole team is level 71 now. What is Clever at? Did Clever make it to 71 yet? Where is the level? Oh, they're still 70. Okay, so Clever is 70 and Thrasher is 70, but maybe they'll hit 71 against the champion. So that is it for the Elite Four rematch, but we still have 2 more very tough battles to go. The first one is going to be against the champion Steven Stone, and just like last time, I'm sure it'll be a very tough, very exciting one, so I hope you guys tune in for that. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.